Hi, I'm Gus Chicala, Project Management Expert. One of our topics we're going to delve into in a couple videos is leadership. And one of my favorite topics is, how do you lead project leaders? First of all, what's a project leader versus a project manager? That's a whole separate topic. But my topic today is, how do you lead project leaders? Or who's responsible for leading project leaders? Who's responsible for making project managers successful? And the answer I'm going to talk about today, one of the answers, is executive sponsors. Executive sponsors can be a great support or a great barrier to the success of a project. So let's talk about that a little bit. What happens with executive support? One question is my definition of project management. My definition of project management is the art and science of resyncing the plan back to reality. That's the PMBOK. The second half of my definition is in the face of resistance. Where does resistance come from? Sometimes I call it predictable points of resistance. We can predict when an executive sponsor is not going to be happy. If the scope changes, increase. If the schedule increases, if the budget increases, any of those three constraints of the triple constraint model, if it changes, an executive sponsor oftentimes will say no. So we're going to go deeper into this, but the introduction of this topic is, how do project sponsors learn how to say yes? How do we, what I'd like to do is impart the idea that project management is the art of changing the plan. Okay? So the plan's going to change, and if we're a sponsor, we need to know the reality that change is going to happen, and if change is going to happen, how can we as sponsors learn how to do it in a responsible way? So more on the topic. Again, I'm Gus Chicala, Project Management Expert.